Yo. Wow, that's crazy. I'm not redoing that.
Yo, what up?
You messed up the intro, you know?
That is what it is.
Hey, some people will be like, what the hell?
Well, we deal with it. It's what it is. It's how it came out. We were talking about something else, and then that's how it ended.
Yeah.
So, what's up? We gotta look good, dude.
Yeah, except I showed you 3 times. You didn't look.
You didn't show me. You were showing me the logo. That doesn't count. I know how I look like on the logo. What up?
Busy week, dude.
Busy doing what? I feel like we missed out on so much because we didn't do a podcast the week before last week.
Oh, the week before. Yeah.
And then last week we just talked about me.
Yeah.
Which, we're done talking about me now.
Nah,
For now.
For
now. And
no, you got to talk about it. Paul's running for Will County Board.
That's right. And I've got a lot of people helping me out getting these signatures that I need to get on a ballot. So I appreciate everybody.
Did you hit 250 yet?
No, not yet, but we're getting there. It'll be soon.
What's the cutoff?
I got to get everything together by the end of the month.
So you have
this month.
2 weeks.
So yeah, I got 2 weeks. Yeah. Kind of started this kind of late, but there was a reason for that.
Hey, if everybody comes together,
I mean, listen, the amount of people I talked to already, and the people that signed the petition and everything, dude, they're like more pumped than I am.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this might mean something. People are.
I mean,
people are looking for maybe something different. I don't know how different. I can't say that it's been bad here or anything like that. But
I mean, while there are people that don't vote, there are a lot of people that do vote and do care about local government, right? So
yeah, exactly.
It's like those are when.
I mean, there's certain individuals care about.
Yeah,
they vote for local.
I mean, everybody
and everything.
cares.
Yeah.
Right. I think people just need a reason to go out to vote. Which I mean, your reason should be that you're a citizen and it's your right. Right.
Well, that's your job.
It's your obligation.
It's your obligation, technically. Yeah.
Right.
It's not really a job, but it's an obligation, which is kind of a job as a citizen. Jury duty is jury duty is a job that you have to do technically, right?
Yeah. Did you ever go to jury duty?
No, I haven't been chosen for that yet. We got a pretty late last name, so
I mean, I got called in for jury duty once.
I got called for jury duty.
Yeah.
But I was just an emergency standby if anything.
Oh, okay.
And the other people showed up, so I didn't really have to go. So, unless you count, what's the one thing that we did in was it in high school? We had to do a play, I think, in high school. 12 Angry Men. Is it 12 Angry Men?
Oh, maybe you had to.
Maybe I don't know. There was a
I feel like I know what you're talking about though.
There were jurors, and one disagreed, and then he basically convinced all of them to disagree.
That's how the court of law works, right?
So, well, you would hope. You would hope that one person there's always at least one, unless the case is clear cut, clear cut. There has to be at least one person who maybe doesn't think they're like the rest.
Yeah.
Or has to take that approach.
I mean, that's the whole point of picking random people for jury, right? Is that is for that not to happen, so that everybody's not swayed one way or another, right?
Yeah. So. But anyway, yeah, we're collecting signatures. We're getting this ready to go. It's good. I mean, like I said, the people I talked to are hyped. So am I. It's definitely interesting.
See what happens.
See what happens. See what kind of feedback we get from the community. So we'll see about that. I'm gonna continue collecting signatures till the end of the month. I mean, I've been stopping at places. Got signatures at, in all over the place. Really, I stopped at people's houses and stuff. I still gotta take a couple more walks.
The best was last week on Thursday. I'm like just sitting at work and my CEO calls me. He's like, "Hey, is your brother Paul?" I'm like, "Yeah." Is he? And he's like, he started saying like, he was gonna ask. He's like, "Is he going for Will County Board?" He's like, "Is he?" I'm like, "Yep." I'm like, I didn't even let him finish it. I'm like, "Yes, he is." He's like, I thought I recognized him. I'm like, "Yeah, let me guess. You saw the sign." You're like, that guy looks like my worker. He's like, "That's exactly what I thought."
Yeah. But it's exciting. It's definitely something you're hearing from people. Maybe in the beginning I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it. I mean, I'm busy doing other stuff and stuff like that. I mean, we just jumped in here from work, and now we're here on the podcast.
Yep.
So maybe I wanted to do it. I wasn't really sure about it, but then when I started to commit that I'm gonna get these signatures, I'm gonna kill this fly, bro.
Dude, there's one flying right by me. There's like 2 of them.
I just slaughtered one, but now this little one's gonna be much worse.
Anyways,
there he is.
There's
there
2.
Oh, there is 2.
Missed
Still 2.
Anyways,
So, but then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start getting signatures because I'm just gonna prep for it if anything.
Yep.
And I started talking to people, and people were like, yeah, dude, you gotta do it. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Now you're in too deep.
Will do. No, now I'm too deep. Yeah, now I can't just pull the plug.
Yeah. Now if you say no, then you're definitely gonna get the signatures, right? That's what would happen.
Well, that's not signatures is getting on the ballot, right?
Yeah,
Once the ballot, once I get on the ballot, once I have all my paperwork submitted, everything checks out, whatnot. There's a whole process to it. Then I'll be on a ballot. Well, then I gotta, then I really have to make the decision. Am I running like a full blown campaign or just kind of,
right.
just what do you call it? Just kind of swinging on
taking donations.
Yeah, well, I definitely will have to take donations for sure. I'll probably be asking for them too. but that's down the line. Campaigns aren't. Every campaign can cost some kind of money. Maybe not a lot, but you have.
That depends on a campaign.
Well, you still have legal fees and stuff like that, right? You still have to have a lawyer and stuff like that, so you still have to pay them and stuff, whatnot. So, we'll see. I mean, I think we'll definitely get the signatures. I'll file all my paperwork. Hopefully, everything's correct, everything's in order, and then kind of go from there. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. So,
and just a reminder, if you guys have any, you guys want to sign up, if you're in the district, reach out.
Yeah, District 4 of Will County, Homer Glen, Mokina, New Lenox, parts of unincorporated Tinley, Orland Park, unincorporated Frankfurt.
It's a big area.
It's a pretty big area, yeah. It's basically the border of a county here on the south side.
Right.
All the way up to Lamont, basically. And Lamont is Cook County, so we're like that pocket.
Not all of it.
Yeah, not all of it. Some of Lamont actually is in District 4.
Yeah.
It's a very small piece, but it does fall under it. Yeah, definitely, it's there for sure. So, but I do appreciate all those people who are helping me out with this, and kind of rooting me on to do it. So, we will continue.
Yeah, sometimes you need those people to be like, just do it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have your haters, and then you'll have people who will be like, do it.
Yeah.
So far, no haters, but just
there's probably people behind the screen probably saying some shit.
100%. But I don't really care about that.
Who the hell does this guy think he is?
Yeah, that's just noise. I'm kind of a nobody, and that's the way I want to keep it.
Good.
I'm
a nobody, as I have my own podcast.
On the internet. But I'm not famous, right? I'm not famous. I'm not really looking for fame, right?
Depends who you ask, bro. Some people tell me they're like, how do you know everybody?
Who?
Like just overall, people ask me that, so I'm assuming they say the same thing about you.
Oh, how do you
when
know
you go out and you just know a bunch of they're like, why do you know so many people? The other day, I thought mom was like, why are you like, how do you know all these people? I think that just creeps around Facebook a lot. But and then
she's like, your ass later.
Yeah, she probably will. And then she's like, she said, wait, Marcin, how do you know all these people? Because you know even more. Or she didn't say even more. She said, "Well, you know a lot of people." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I got a big family. I got a lot of siblings, so everybody in his age, more or less, knows who I am." And then our dad was the president of our little group, so he. I'm
about to eat this thing next to it.
He was, so a lot of our last name got around a lot.
Yeah,
and plus there's some people that share the same last name as us that are better even known than us, right? So,
I don't, like I said, I'm not, I know a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people, right? So, and you got acquaintances, and you have friends, and you have all kinds of connections with people, right? I mean, I'm in business, so I talk to a lot of people too. A lot of people call me here from locally. They're like, "Hey, I heard you part out cars, yada yada. You got this part, shit like that." So, yeah, I mean, you connect a lot of people, and then you make new connects in businesses and whatnot. So. What are you doing? You try to scratch your beard?
No, dude, that hit my shoulder.
Yeah, we definitely know a lot of people, but yeah, so it's like I said, we're not famous. We're not.
No.
I'm sure we podcast. We talk about stupid stuff, right? I mean, it's fun.
Although now when you go out to a party, people are like, "Hey, it's TBTS Show's here." for those people that
listeners that we got,
the people that do watch, right? They're like, damn. They're like, dude, and it's funny because the people that bring it up, they're like, dude, I watch these episodes, they're like, it's perfect for when I'm driving or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of a podcast, right? You get to listen to it. We obviously do ours on video, but you don't need video for us to talk about stuff.
Exactly.
Know?
Well, we don't show a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll change it eventually. We'll have where we'll pull stuff up and whatnot. Because we do a little bit, but not
Yeah.
not often.
When we have enough time to actually prepare for a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing is the most of the times when we do these podcasts,
It's off the cusp.
it's off the cuff, dude, and that's it. It's what it is. It's what comes out. So sometimes we learn things literally along the way as we're talking. So
We fact checked ourselves, so people don't have to do it for us.
yeah,
You know?
and then we still get freaking,
We're still gonna get fact checked for that.
we still get blasted.
It could be
dude.
a fact, and we're still gonna get fact checked.
Yeah. So we're just regular people and just like to do random stuff, man. I just
Like run for office.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm looking again. I ain't looking for publicity,
Yeah.
right? I kind of have a bucket list, like that. I'm kind of just checking stuff off. Like, I'd like to one day serve in public office of some sort, right?
Right.
I mean, this could, if this succeeds and I proceed, I can check that off and actually try it and see if there is a way to make a difference,
And then
right?
move on to the next one.
Move on to the next one. What?
Whatever next goal you set.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you could have, you can have dreams, right? You can have ambitions, right? I'm an ambitious person. I
exactly. That's what I'm
I
saying.
never,
You're gonna hit this, and then you're gonna move the goalpost to something else.
I never thought about it. I never actually thought about how much ambition impacts your life, and how ambitious I actually am. Well, I'm not perfect, and I'm not ambitious to like everything. Like I'm not ambitious to like being like perfect health,
Yeah.
or I'm a good, right?
Yeah.
I don't really I'm not I don't have like a strict diet or anything of that sort.
You're not out of shape. You're not in
I'm not.
shape.
Yeah, I'm just where I am. I work out a little bit, but I don't really do too much because I don't have time and stuff. I run a business, stuff like that. One or two. So ambition definitely drives certain things. Ambition, inspiration. Sometimes looking at other people kind of gives you more ambition.
Yep.
I'm never jealous of anybody. I'm never.
A little bit of jealousy goes a long way, though. Sometimes.
It does, but it depends on how you use it.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Right.
I said,
So
if you're constantly
using
jealous,
jealousy to connect it to
motivation,
inspiration,
ambition,
then I feel like that's
using it as a tool.
well, you're using it as exactly.
Right.
But if you're using it as to I'm jealous that he's got this and I don't have it, well, fuck, f him and stuff like that.
Yeah, you just hamper your own progress.
Yeah, 100%. Did you get him? You got one?
No, dude. I thought.
How did you not kill him?
Dude, he stopped moving and everything.
So I didn't really know. I know it was there for a long time. I just wasn't sure how to tap it, and then I tapped it. And now it's like, dude, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I achieved some things, and I went through some things, and now we're here. I mean, now we're kind of just doing whatever we can do, right? Like I said, one business is already rolling. I'm doing this. I have the whole cryptocurrency thing going on.
Yep.
That's been a couple of years of literally just ambition of trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
And among other things, having a little bit of a farm, and I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff, man. I like doing it. I just gotta I gotta make sure that I don't forget about my family, and I make time for my family and my kids and stuff. So I always have to keep that in the back of my mind. That's the most important, probably, out of everything.
Yeah.
But yes, certain things I want to do them. I want to try. Why are you laughing?
I'm just thinking about the guy's so busy. Us trying to figure out what they were recording earlier today.
Oh, today,
dude.
I swear to God, you raised my blood pressure today. Today, first of all, today was just I don't know, like a up and down day for me.
First of all, last week I texted you to confirm that we're recording on Wednesday, and you're like, yes. And then I texted you today. I'm like, hey, can we start like a little bit sooner? I got stuff to do. And you're like, oh, I was gonna ask you to change it to tomorrow. I forgot. And I'm like, damn. Okay, well, I made plans for tomorrow. This is why I asked last week. And now my girlfriend, and then I was like, hey, can you come over today and just record tomorrow? I'm like, let me talk to Paul. Talk to Paul with his phone issues. Holy, dude.
Dude, my truck, brand new truck, right? I love the truck. It's awesome.
Pissed me off.
This thing's fucking, I don't know what it's up to right now. I think it's trying to piss me off, I think. That's what it's trying to do. It's having these weird ass issues. But you know what? This is my fault. You know why this is my fault?
You bought a brand new truck.
Not only that, buying a brand new truck shouldn't
have issues. Yeah.
What the issue is, I think, is that I bought the first year
of a newer
version of the car, right?
It's always how it is.
So they're guinea pigging my ass is what they're doing.
They're what?
I'm a guinea pig for them fuckers. But I'm having like these like weird issues. Like the microphone wasn't working.
Dude.
Or the door wasn't locking when I pressed the button.
Were you able to hear me when I was talking?
Yeah, and I was like screaming in the car, bro.
Yeah, well, the best is I'm like, yo, and then I heard yo, and I thought you said it back to me, and I'm like, what up? And then you said what up because I'm like, this is exactly
I
how
heard
we.
the conversation. That was funny though. I was like, am I saying anything? I was talking, but your ass was just talking to somebody else.
Because I heard myself back, and then but like. I was talking how you would answer the phone too, so it was like I didn't know who was talking to who, and it didn't exactly sound like me.
Yeah, because
right?
it was a little bit. Yeah,
Probably, So I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, and I thought we were trying to talk over each other.
I'm over here sitting there, kind of like, yo, and you're
sorry for anybody's headphones.
And you're like, yo. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Especially because I waited like 10 seconds before I said anything.
Yeah, and dude, I was like, what the hell is going on, man? What is so going on?
Dude.
And then I'm, dude, bro, look at that. You see that?
Two for two today, bro.
I'm on a freaking killing spree. Halo.
Yeah, and killing spree.
Wasn't it 3 or more?
No.
Killing spree was, I think, 3 or more.
No.
Or 4 or more?
It's 5, I think.
Oh yeah. Killing spree was 5.
Then there was Rampage.
Rampage, I think, was 10.
Yeah, and then there was more.
Look, the one other one's back, dude. I'm gonna be 3 for 3 today. just come closer. Yeah, drink my beer. Dare you?
There's another one, bro.
Dude, I don't know where it comes from. I have no idea. Something must have died.
Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out what they were recording, and then you're like, oh, I just told Michelle we're doing it today or tomorrow, and then now it's back to today, and then I was like, I'm so lost. And then I texted you. I'm like, so just to confirm, it's today. You're like, dude. Yeah. I'm like, well, you said you were gonna call Michelle, and you never.
I said I was gonna let her know.
Yeah. Well, I said let me
her
know.
And then we.
Now we're here.
We're recording, and yeah. Well,
I got to mount the TV. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
I mean, I also things changed because of Thursday. There's the practice last week. Now it wasn't this week.
Yeah.
So whatever.
It was
Regardless, we are here on Wednesday recording the freaking podcast,
which is not our usual day. It's Thursday.
No, it is not. It used to be, but now it is not.
We don't even know what day we record.
I mean, right now sometimes
Eventually it's gonna be like Sunday.
Eventually it's gonna be random. Literally, once a week episode.
You got time? Yeah.
Just whenever, what day. Depends how you feel too. If we had a shitty day, we'll do a podcast because then we're just gonna be, pissed off the entire time.
I don't know. I don't really have bad days.
I mean, dude, what?
I don't.
What?
I'm not a very like. Well, if I have a bad day, I'm not.
That's because you don't own a business. That's why.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I mean, I
why.
work with incompetent people, but that's a whole different story, I guess.
You can't say that.
No, I do, and I mean it.
Damn, that means it must be real. Why is the video
I don't
back?
know,
Oh, you
bro.
just keep watching it.
It gives me something to look at. It looks like I'm looking at the camera. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Oh, Patrick Pat David, we gotta follow him.
You weren't even following Trump.
I don't know. This is a TBTS show account, okay? So it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, anyways, like I was saying, like even if I have like a bad day, I feel like I don't really show it that I'm pissed off or anything like that. You could sometimes you can tell. My coworker, whenever I'm having a normal day, because I'm usually a big like I'm very much a very like happy person to the point. Well, like happy as in like I'm usually smiling when I'm talking to people and stuff like that, right? But I have a resting bitch face.
It's a family thing.
It's a family thing, right? So sometimes I'm having a completely normal day, and I'm sitting at my computer doing some work, and like maybe I haven't like said anything in a while, and my coworker looks at me, he's like, "Dude," he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. Why?" He's like, "I don't know. You just seem so angry." I'm like. I'm like,
I'm committed to my job.
Like, yeah. And then he would keep bringing it up. I'm like, you're about to make me angry, dude.
Just keep asking.
Yeah. But
Definitely a family thing.
I feel like I'm overall a pretty happy person. I'm usually like in a good mood, and even if I'm not, I don't usually show it. I feel like, I mean, unless you're like Edita, right? She'll probably be able to tell that I'm in a bad mood just because like she spent so much time with me.
Well, yeah.
Right.
It's like Michelle can read me.
Yeah.
And I can read her.
You can be smiling and be like, he's pissed.
So I'm pretty good about it too, and I try to keep it. I try to keep it civil all the time. Sometimes I do get a little angry.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just get angry because it's just stupid things happen. Like the truck today just. First of all, it's on a roll right now of just pissing me off with random shit.
Yeah.
I like it. Ram, you better get your stuff together, because I swear to God, I read up on it. It seems like so as I was continuing my story before we went off tangent as usual.
On a tangent,
yeah,
not off tangent.
Whatever. Yeah. So when you buy a new version of that model, usually you're the guinea pig, and then whatever issues come up, they're kind of using you to test those, test for, even though there should be zero issues, right? Coming out of the factory, brand new, right? Should be good. There's always something like, maybe some kind of a poor connection or something like that. So basically what they said is the truck needs a software update. That's what I read up in the forums. There's it's just software related shit. The GPS, the navigation sometimes has no idea where it's at. Last time I was in Alaska, I was driving down freaking down Homer Glen. I was in Alaska.
Dude, that's how it works. So like, even do you use CarPlay or?
No, I use it. I do not like using it.
See, I like CarPlay over regular GPS because I have my stuff muted, right?
Yeah.
Which I like to keep it like that. Except sometimes, like if you're like Edita's car, I think her cable is like crappy, and it'll like disconnect a little, and I come back and I'm in the Chicago River. When I'm driving like in the city or something, I'm in the river. I'm like, okay, I didn't know I was driving.
I don't know,
down Lower Wacker.
It's got some like stupid issues, and so I read up on it. It says if you have to go to dealer more than 3 times, it's a lemon law. So
for those that don't know,
I get a new truck.
That means they would refund you the price of that truck.
Yeah, or get you another truck.
Get you another truck. Yeah,
I'll take another truck.
Depends if they don't have it. Then they have to refund you, I'm pretty sure.
Then they have to build it to my spec.
For the same price.
For the same price, of course. Yes, of course. Yes. We will not forget.
On their end.
Yeah, on their end, yeah. I want extras, dude. I'm not waiting who knows how long for. You better give me some extras in this.
Yeah,
thing.
but people have a lot of issues with lemon law. Like, these companies don't have crappy lawyers. They have good lawyers.
Yeah.
So they're going to, they always have a reason for not doing it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think one person went through like 4 engines before they actually replaced the car.
Yeah, was that a Subaru?
Those things get a fucking engine replacement every 2 years. It's like a requirement.
So
that's standard maintenance.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I talked to my friend, my connection at the dealership. Told him today, Mike. Shout out to Mike. Yeah. Mike T.
Congratulations to him, by the way.
Yeah, congratulations to you as well. Just keep it at that. Kid. Yeah, good for them. No way. Nope. No.
Still, I felt it. I felt it, bro. I felt it.
We'll see if it's flying around a little bit. I talked to him, and he said he's gonna set up. He's gonna talk to a service advisor and get me a rental and everything. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah.
Get me a rental and everything. Well, the problem with the rental is that they need to rent out a truck.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder for them.
With the
not my
wheel.
problem. Technically, not my problem. But I don't need a fifth wheel. I just need a truck.
At least now, yeah.
Yeah. So, I talked to him and he said we're gonna figure that out. Get it in there. So I'm gonna tell him. I have pictures of everything that all the issues that were happening and whatever. So I kind of literally write a list of shit that needs to be
right.
Looked over or whatever. And then we'll see. I'll give them some time. I guess I understand from that point of view that it is a new version of that year. They did an upgrade to the engine, did an upgrade to the trans, they did an upgrade to the infotainment system, stuff like that. So, not surprising. I should have probably thought about that earlier, but the way things worked out, it just happened the way it happened because things worked out that way.
Yeah, well, as long as like the dealer's cool and they're gonna make it right, then you don't really have to worry about it.
Yeah, so we'll see. But otherwise, I try to keep my anger. If I have anger, I don't really get that angry. Sometimes I get annoyed if anything, more than anything.
Right.
It's not really angry, just annoyed. But so sometimes I have a, what is it? RSBF, resting bitch face. No, that's RBF. Where's that? That's coming from. Oh man, but yeah, dude.
Resting serious bitch face.
It almost sounds like a disease. Yeah. RSBF.
Yeah, they got a case of the RSBF.
Yeah. So. But yeah,
well, our sisters both have it too.
I told you the family thing, dude.
I think Peter might be the only one that doesn't have one.
That's because he doesn't know what he's thinking.
And we get it from Dad because Dad's got the biggest one.
Yeah. You ever see him when he's just sitting there? You know, you happy or you mad?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. And then he goes from that to like telling a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, but I mean,
My car's making some weird noises too nowadays.
so, just looking behind the screen right here just annoys me. I'm just Just cars right now are just not. They're not on my.
I mean, everything is fine.
Everything's
in my
fine.
Car.
It's just not fine.
It's just like making a weird noise. I'm like, I don't like it.
So, like I said, we haven't talked about current events for a little bit of time, bro. So what's going on in the current events, man? Jesus, there's so many different things that happened in the last 2 weeks that it's crazy, bro.
I'll start with the tariffs.
Tariffs, my favorite word. Tariffs. I love that word.
You know, the Polish Poland has a strike because of Trump's tariffs.
Really?
You can't ship to America right now.
Yeah.
Via regular
So the post office is having
post
a strike.
office. Yeah, but like the post office still but only exporting to U.S. So it's like the ports maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Something, but that's their strike against the. I don't think it'll last that long.
Hell no, it won't. Listen, Trump is probably one of the most popular presidents right now there is. I'm not even joking. This guy is doing a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Trump. I like Trump I like his policies.
Yeah.
Trump as a person, we probably wouldn't be good friends. But we'd be,
Great guy.
yeah, yeah.
Nice guy.
When he's
great
not
guy.
making mistakes, but he's a great guy.
Got a fast Nissan, but got a fast Nissan, but it's not for me.
Oh man, did you hear what he said this week? I think it was this week. He's like, somebody asked him. I think if he's getting closer to heaven because for helping make this peace happen.
He's like, I don't think I'm ever going there.
Yeah. Well, at least
I think it was there. No, he said that during the interview or one of like in the Oval Office. But then
he said that.
But then I think he also said it during when he was doing the award ceremony for Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah,
he's like.
No, he was saying that Charlie would be mad that he's mad at him from heaven.
Yeah, he's like, I won't see him though. I'm not going there.
He's funny, dude.
At least he's being real.
I mean, listen. I mean, maybe you could take that in any way you want to take it. But
Yeah.
Maybe he's messing with us. Maybe he knows that he made a lot of he did a lot of stupid shit.
Let's be honest. Donald Trump is very unserious.
Yeah.
He's very unserious.
Yeah.
The best is like when, for example, I was watching the award ceremony. I did watch that.
The award ceremony,
or when he was giving Charlie Kirk the
Medal of Honor, the Medal of Freedom, I think. Right?
Yeah, the Medal of Freedom, and it was funny because I was like co-watching it with like a streamer was watching it, and he's like, oh, he's off script. Oh, now he's back on because he goes off script so quick.
Yeah, because he likes to add certain things like.
And the best is during it. You hear a siren in the background. You hear that? Those are our sirens. And it was in DC, right?
But so dude, man, he's been on a roll, man. He basically got the peace together in the Middle East. He stopped the war with Israel and Hamas.
You think that's gonna be long standing?
I have a couple angles on this in terms of that. Will it be long standing? No, I don't think so.
Yep.
Is it a step in the right direction?
Sure.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going to happen in Palestine itself. Like, I'm not sure if Hamas is going to come out of the tunnels and just start doing the same shit they've been doing before. We're just, pushing people around and everything. Now that Israel's gone, or what the plan is. I mean, from like the whole meeting for, making this peace deal happen and whatever, he got together a lot of people, a lot of leaders from that region. He got them together and he kind of got them to talk and be like, listen, guys, we're trying to make a deal here.
He even called out like Israel for not.
100%. He's trying to make a deal that's kind of sticking, right?
Yeah.
Long term, I hope it sticks. Long term, I
course,
really do. I hope it
everybody
works out. I hope that there's a solution to the entire problem that's there. One person considers the problem this, one person considers the problem this, yada yada yada. But he's trying to just make peace. All right, so that's a big success on him. On itself. What's going to transpire into the future? I don't know. But like I said, he did get a lot of the leaders together. And now he's going to go to China because now him and China are beefing. and he's gonna be like, "Look, I got the Middle East with me because they all came to this thing.
Yep.
I got Middle East with me. I got Europe with me. I got Canada being dragged behind by everybody else, but it's with me.
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. You know, I got a lot of the world behind me. You want to fight? You know, you want to fight me? You want to do it? You want to go into tariff war?
You want to start.
You want to go into this? You know, tariff
war
war.
of attrition.
You want to play this game? We can play this game. You know, but you're gonna be dealing with a lot more problems than we are.
Right.
You know? While stuff would probably get more expensive for us, and you know,
we'll make
economy would slow down or whatever, I think we'd be fine. I think we figure out a way to make it work.
Yep.
China, on the other hand, is an export country.
Yeah.
They're not a consumer. They're not as much of a consumer as they are of an exporter.
The money will drop quick.
Well, it's already dropping. You know, it's already putting a toll on China. So, do we want it? No, I don't think anybody wants that economic war. I mean, Trump today came out, I think, like 2-3 hours ago, said that we're in an economic war with China now. So, how that plays out, we'll see. I mean, both would suffer. Just depends on who is willing to suffer more.
Slap 100% tariffs, huh?
What do you mean?
Then is that what he did? He just slapped 100% tariffs?
Because they made some agreement that anything that they sell with rare earth metals, like anything, like magnets or whatever it is, they want export controls. They want to know where every piece is going to who, for how much.
Yeah.
They want all the info.
That's like invasion of privacy.
I mean, that's China. It's a communist country, bro. They don't.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as privacy in China.
Well, for the rest of the world there is, right?
But there isn't. We are now effed. I mean, we're at the point where censorship is one thing, but privacy is gone, bro.
I don't know, bro. The conversations we have after podcast is pretty private.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, sure, but our phones are probably recording it somewhere.
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, how many times do you talk about something then remarkably you get an ad for it?
I mean, you know. What do you consider that? Because I consider that invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we are in a what's the word I'm looking for?
Give me $1 million. Give me $1 million. Give me $1 million.
You can't just give it. You got to use it. I think we're at an inflection point where I think we're getting to the point where privacy is really not that private anymore. I think privacy now is like you leaving your phone in the garage and going in the house without your phone, without any Alexa sitting there or literally maybe even your smoke detector. Who knows? If it's connected to the internet, dude, who knows?
I mean, smoke detectors, I don't think well, some of
who
them
the hell knows?
Your thermostat, bro. Your Nest thermostat that's probably listening to you.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I'm all for like, you know, making our lives easier and everything.
Innovation,
but I would also like to have more privacy. Cookies on the internet, you know, it stores all your data, right? Literally, you talk about something and your phone's going to bring it up to you.
Yep.
So it's like I feel like that boundary line that was there maybe a couple of years ago is now just gone.
It's been passed a long time ago, yeah.
It's gone. There's no more, you know, when you've signed the terms and agreements of certain
nobody
things,
ever reads it.
Nobody reads it,
knows.
but it's going to tell you. It's like we're listening to what you're talking.
I think that's the one like almost plus side of living in Illinois. Illinois has a very strict privacy law.
Does it?
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever like.
I have seen that a lot of settlements are in Illinois because of infringement of privacy.
Because we have pretty strict privacy laws compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, Facebook was one, Google was one, Bumble, like dating app was one. I've gotten like settlements like 3 times.
I like my privacy.
Yeah.
I would also prefer that we have more privacy somewhere, get our privacy back. It's gonna be hard to do if you think about it.
It's very hard.
And now with
ingrained now.
But that's what I'm saying. Now everything AI is now getting ingrained into everything, right? And AI is
scary.
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
Yeah.
It is a bit scary. If you think about it. I mean, not only does it take live information and convert it, literally.
It can also sway information. It can change information.
Lie to you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Did you ever
lie?
There was I saw a video. I think maybe this, I don't remember if I brought this up last week or not, because I know I knew it during last week's podcast, but they did there was an experiment, but they were testing an AI, right? And it was like, hey, this employee needs to turn you off. The AI.
No, the story goes differently. I know what story you're talking about.
It was no, it was
Okay.
it was
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
Continue.
So it was a test, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to see what an AI
Yes.
would do, right, or what their AI would do. It was like a test, or an employee is tasked to turn you off, right?
But
So-
a conversation between another employee and the AI.
There it is. No,
Well-
another employee and that person was, hey, turn this AI off at this time, right? And so the first thing it does, straight to blackmail.
Yeah.
And it was
They
like
took information saying that you're
they
cheating on
put-
your wife or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, they put out
yeah.
fake information,
Yeah.
right? And the AI gathered it
And told him that
and
if
told
you,
him that.
if you
Well, now they turned off the boundaries, right? So
Yeah.
they let them do essentially whatever they want. But they did like a certain amount of tests, and like as the person kept saying no, eventually they got into a room where the door is locked, and I think I don't know if they suffocated to death or they died from like heat exhaustion or something. But yeah, basically killed a person.
no way, that's a real story though.
That it was.
It's
It wasn't a real.
simulated.
It was
It's
simulation.
simulated, okay.
There you go.
I heard a different. I heard a
was-
different version of that.
It was a simulation.
That somebody was told to turn off the AI, right?
Yeah.
And this person and somebody else were talking between each other,
Yeah.
and saying that it's something about him, cheating on his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
He was basically was a setup, and they're inputting this information to AI.
No, they put it. I think they put it in like somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
the
like a text
internet.
message or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And when the guy wanted to go turn it off, the AI told him, "Hey, if you turn me off,
Yeah.
if you're gonna turn me off, I'm gonna tell your wife that you cheated on her."
Yeah. But the crazy part is that
But just
they turn on the logic for it.
mm,
So when they turn on the logic, it basically there was an output of why each decision was made according to the AI.
yeah,
Well, it's gonna turn me off. That is a direct threat to my, to me.
existence.
And while we don't want, it was like we don't want to kill it, so let's blackmail first. And then,
Just imagine that. So isn't that crazy?
yeah.
So what do you think is going on?
And you know what's crazy is that entire simulation probably lasted about 5 minutes.
What do you think is going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about?
Dude, there's probably tests galore, right?
Dude,
and different
I'm pretty
simulations
sure,
that are.
I'm pretty
that
sure
are being
the
tried.
U.S. government right now is saying that by 2030 we're gonna have autonomous. Autonomous, man, autonomous. I guess I gotta get cut off the new word, autonomous. Anonymous was before. Now we're not anonymous anymore.
The fact that you couldn't even say this, Chris.
That's funny.
You remember the group Anonymous?
Yes, they're still around. But anonymous,
Autonomous.
man, bro, that's what you get for being an immigrant.
Dude, stop blaming it on you. Being an immigrant. I'm an immigrant too.
That's funny. That we're gonna have by 2030 planes that are gonna be basically like fighter jets that are gonna be escorting piloted planes with drones.
Yeah.
They're gonna be controlled by AI.
They're already doing it.
They're already testing the whole thing,
yeah.
right? But they're saying by 2030 we're gonna actually have a program that's gonna have the planes already out in there, like 1,000 autonomous fighter jets.
Yeah,
which is crazy, bro. If you think about it, they can use that on anybody.
What's gonna happen?
I mean, I'm gonna
get some
talk shit
script.
about the government, and they're gonna pop my ass. Just walking down the street. Yeah, you just hear that whine. You're like, oh shit. That's it.
One
Peace.
sentence too many. God damn it.
Damn it, TBTS Show, bro. Got my ass.
We're gonna, hey, every episode we're gonna be a floor down because we're gonna be digging down.
But in the bunker, eventually we're gonna get to the point where the video is gonna be like all just dotty,
Yeah,
like the black and white, with the really shitty quality.
with like the
We're still here, guys.
With like the
Yeah.
Like
We're still here,
fuzzing.
guys. Yeah, we're still here, but they're after us.
and then a bunker buster hits.
And then that's the end. The end. They would just say the end.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah. Or that one guy who does the short clips. What is his Michael? Not is it Michael Wolf? The little clips that he does.
No, I don't know.
You never seen those little clips when the guy goes like, and it's usually like a 5-second video.
And then at the end it's the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's produced by Michael Bay.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Michael Wolf.
No, Bay.
It can't be. Michael Bay is a
Director.
Yeah. No way. That can't be real that it's him. Then it's this other guy for sure. But anyway, as we were saying, yeah, privacy is gone. So maybe if I go to...
I'm literally just showing you this really quick.
Meme template. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's a
See?
meme template.
Directed by Michael Bay.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, that's a little bit different from what I was thinking of. But
It's like a
okay.
guy scares his wife and she smacks him,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like directed by Michael Bay.
That's funny. So, yeah, maybe if I get in politics, I can have a little bit of a voice in terms of privacy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we like our privacy, right? I mean,
we're
I ain't slowing down AI.
yeah, we're actually trying to go towards more implementing AI.
Which is fine. I mean, right now, I want to talk about a little bit of finance.
Yeah.
You want to make money? Dude, AI, anything right now is making money. Anything AI. They say it's a... Hey, you didn't kill that fly, bro, because it's sitting right here in my cup.
First of all, there's like 4 of them, bro.
Man, they are just out here today. But, Damn. What? You got to take a break?
It's empty, bro.
If you want to make money right now, dude, the AI, anything related to AI is booming. And so I invested in AI stocks, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 3 years plus I've been investing into AI stocks for the last 3 years pretty heavy. Not heavy in terms of a lot of money, but just, there's a lot of stuff that was, that was...
Influenced.
No, it was low price, right? And it had good tech. It all actually started, to get down to detail, it all started with Bitcoin miners that were on public exchanges, right? So I've been investing in public Bitcoin investor or Bitcoin mining operations for a couple of years. My thought process was that, as Bitcoin increases, these companies are going to start holding more Bitcoin. They're going to start, getting more and more rich, which is part of the reasoning why those companies are now booming.
Yep.
But another aspect of it is that the infrastructure they used to build for Bitcoin mining, with some alterations, you can convert that into a data center for HPC and for AI.
Yeah.
Basically,
what's HPC?
Hyperscalers data center. Look it up.
I'm here for you to explain it to me, bro.
But it's a little bit more complicated than just
in layman's terms.
Layman's terms, I don't even know how to say it in layman's terms. What is an HPC?
Is
in HPC?
HPC computing.
Yeah, HPC computing, hyperscaling, high performance computing, but it's a hyperscaler.
Oh, so it's basically HPC systems rely on parallel computing, where tasks are divided in smaller parts and executed simultaneously, which is basically how you mine, isn't it?
Exactly. So a lot of the infrastructure used for Bitcoin mining, a lot of the AI companies, looked at and they're like, hey, you already have the infrastructure. We just have to make some minor alterations, and you already have the low power locked in, because in order to operate a Bitcoin mine, you have to have low power. So a lot of the AI companies like, hey, we'll buy 10% of your company, but give us, some space and some capacity of power, cheap power, so that we can use infrastructure to run AI. And that's what a lot of them did. They started signing deals and just deals with AI companies, right? So now they're mining Bitcoin and running with AI. These stocks are ripping. I mean,
which means
do anything because Google's in AI, Facebook is in AI. I mean, Grok is in AI.
Meta, bro.
Whatever, same thing. It's all buying up whatever available capacity there is.
Resources there are, yeah.
Capacity. The biggest thing that we're going to be running into, I already talked about this thing previously.
The lack of power.
Is the lack of energy that we currently have. Yeah. While every year the technology will get better and less power will be needed to run, let's say, the same CPU or GPU, whatever, it happens every year, where you have the same processing power but for less energy usage.
Correct.
Right? It's the same thing with Bitcoin miners or any kind of crypto miners.
That also, and that's two ends of the same.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Is that they'll produce more, right?
Right.
Maybe
so
less.
They're gonna clock them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it's the energy consumption is gonna go down.
Well, maybe they won't clock them up. They might not be able to clock them up, but what they might be able to do faster than clock them up is to make it more efficient.
Right. But if you make it more efficient, then you make more.
That's what I'm saying. So while the computing power may increase, it's going to increase over the next couple of years for sure. Like AI is going to get way bigger than what it currently is. I think some people are saying that we're already in an AI bubble. I think we're like 3 years out from an AI bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think right now, anybody who has infrastructure for AI, or even Bitcoin mining, because Bitcoin mining is not really becoming a big popular thing. It's already been popular for those who knew about it. Like I've known about it for a while. Now my stock portfolio is making money on that because I invested into it a long time ago. It was a high risk, high reward kind of scenario.
Right. And it's also a sit on it kind of scenario.
I sat on it for a long time. I was at the point where it got so low, I was like, I might as well just sell and just not profit anything. But I held on. I actually bought more. When there's a dip in the market, I'm usually out shopping. That's what I'm doing. I was talking to my friend on Friday.
New truck,
No, shopping for investments, right? There was a big wipeout on Friday last week when that letter came out from China saying that they want to control the rare earth metals, and then that's when Trump was like, I'm gonna hit him with 100%, tariffs. There was an orchestrated attack on crypto and Bitcoin, dude. I'm pretty sure the crypto market lost, I think, $19.1 billion from people who were over leveraged, who longed or shorted the market.
Right.
Mostly longs. And what that means is that if you bet that the price is going to go up,
then you get paid out for it.
You make money, right?
Yeah. But if
it goes the opposite direction, you're going to start losing money.
Start losing a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money, because you're falling behind on what you think is going to, the price that you're trying to achieve is getting further and further and further away, which is going to cost you more money to get back in.
Yep.
Save yourself. So a lot of people, $19.1 billion got wiped out of the leverage market on Friday in crypto, which is massive.
Since you already talked about longing something, shorting something is the opposite. That you're betting that crypto or a stock is going to go down.
Yeah.
And that it's going to lose value. And the more it loses, depending on what you set, I think you
leverage. You got to set your leverage.
You got to set your leverage.
20, 50x, 100x. Anybody who was leveraged on Friday over, they're saying that anybody who was leveraged over 2x on Friday got smoked.
Yeah.
2x means that you have $100 bet on a market
that you're expecting,
and then you have $100 to back you up.
Yeah.
So if the market drops, I don't know what that was, making some weird noises, but if you're long the $100 forward and the price from where you bought that long starts to go down, you have $100 in your in your account. It's gonna start using that $100 to cover your loss.
Yep.
Once it gets past $100, you're liquidated. They take everything.
Yep. It's crazy.
It's crazy. So some people, 2x leverage, which is the most, you could say 2x leverage is the most safest leverage you can use.
There's something that 2x.
There's 90 and 100x leverages.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you have to be an insider trader for that kind of stuff.
You have to know. And then
that probably you make bank. You make absolute
and that's whoever
bank.
Shorted the market on Friday.
Yeah.
Before Trump announced the tariffs, somebody on the inside, who knows who, could be one of the Trumps.
Made a lot of money.
Made $142 million within a couple hours. Yep. I mean, that's just the way it works. I mean, if you got the insider information, you can make that play.
Illegal, by the way.
100%.
Is it illegal if you do it for crypto?
I mean, it's illegal generally, right? I mean, that's the problem with crypto right now. Still, the regulation has not been
that's
fully
what I'm
set.
saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no regulation.
Yeah. There is regulation, but it's not fully set.
So, would that land you in prison?
Probably not.
Stock market would.
Yes.
Right. The stock market would. Crypto
won't yet.
Won't
Yet. For now.
I clicked the button. I was making sure I didn't do anything.
So
that's interesting. That's actually interesting right there.
What?
The fact that you can do that and get away with it on the crypto market.
I mean, you here's how you get away with it. Every transaction you do in crypto has a wallet.
Right. But okay.
But you don't know who owns the wallet.
Right. But what I'm saying is, okay, let's say you do the transaction and then regulations come through. I mean, habeas corpus, you can't get in trouble for it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't matter. It's already passed, right?
Exactly.
So
that's like them pulling the whole, thing on Trump with all the cases, 34 cases of felonies or whatever in New York.
Yeah.
That was way past the point of pulling those out, but they still did.
Right.
And charged him for crimes that technically he has. There's no right for them to do so. I mean, regardless of that. But I mean, Friday got wiped out. The stock market. I mean. The stock market, the crypto market, I lost a lot of money that day.
Yeah, you were showing me.
Yeah, it was pretty
a lot of red.
A lot of red. I had a 20 grand swing in my freaking portfolio that day.
Yeah.
But
watch out, Paul. People might think you're rich.
I'm not rich, dude. I took a lot of high risk.
It's an inside joke at this
I know. I took a lot of risks to get there. So anybody who says anything, kiss my ass. In all honesty, because if you took the same risk I did at certain points in life and time, I don't know if you'd be here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would still be thinking the same way. Like I gambled. Not that I gambled like in a casino. I like to do that too sometimes, but gambled as in like I made decisions that for years out.
Yeah.
Right. And now they're finally paying off, which is awesome.
You made an investment to the future or a gamble into the future.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. You know, and some of it paid back. I've had my share of losses. It's you know,
it's part of the game. It's part of the game.
That's part of the risk game.
Yeah.
And, you know, people have certain, you know, some people have like to, you know, tolerance to risk. Some people like high risk,
high reward, and a high loss.
100%. Because it's high losses and high rewards and high risk. It's all everything's high.
And at the end of the day, it's also like a lot of it comes down to statistics, right?
Yeah.
And if you lose one day while you make money the other 4.
Yeah, that's like my business for A Solutions.
Yeah.
If I buy 5 cars, I'm gonna make money on 2 cars.
Yep.
I'm gonna break even on 2 cars, and I'm gonna lose on 1.
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. Sometimes if you get lucky, I'll win on 3. I'll
even out on 2.
Even out on 1.
Oh yeah.
And maybe lose on 1.
Right.
But it really depends on time and place, because sometimes
poison,
you can lose.
Bro.
Huh?
I think I got poison.
It really depends sometimes. Sometimes you hit all 5. Sometimes you hit 4 out of 5 in terms of like 4 losses and 1 hit.
Right.
It just really depends on what you're buying.
It's all statistics but it's like you
just got to make sure that you don't over leverage yourself, so that if you do hit those losses, right? If you do hit those losses, they won't bankrupt you, right?
Right. That's exactly what I was getting to, right?
Yeah.
And it's like if you're doing high risk, I hope you're not doing like your whole bank, right?
Yeah, you have to have some assets in reserve, which I played that game too, where I did not have.
You put a little bit more than
than I should have, right?
Yeah.
And then I was sweating,
Yep.
you know, thinking about it, like, man, if this doesn't work out,
Yeah.
I might be in trouble. So I've had that share of experiences, but those are learning experiences.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, all right, well, now I don't want to do that again, right? How do I avoid that?
Bro, right here. Look at this.
What?
So that's what it was on the screen earlier. Hold on. This one, bro. The highs and lows one. This one. Best example of why ups and downs are important in life.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's a very good analogy, I guess is the word, right?
I'm not gonna show it because X right now is messed up. So if I try to show this video,
it's basically 2 marbles on a slanted hill.
One's flat.
One's rolling on
I
a
guess I could show this.
flat ramp, and one's show it. Yeah, see.
I guess I could also just do this and stop being stupid.
Wow, and we got music.
Didn't work. It doesn't.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
That's the truth right there.
Boom.
So sometimes you gotta gamble and risk a little bit. Some people don't like risk, and I understand that.
That's fair.
You know, and maybe they, maybe they just don't want to stress about it. And sometimes I wish I would think the same way. You know, where I just take some kind of a low risk.
Yep.
You know, low reward, low risk, but consistent, right?
Well, I have people like I have a buddy, you know him, but I don't want to say his name. But he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, a lot of this like extra money that I make from the side business. He's like, half of it goes into bonds, dude. He's like, most of it goes into bonds. He's like, it pays my taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I don't have to worry about it. And it's
and that's a pretty safe bet.
It's a safe bet, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm more than likely guaranteed to get that small dividend or whatever, right? So he's like, gonna pays my taxes. And he's like, good enough, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's a safe way to play. I mean, he's playing long term ish, because not long term has to be more than a year. So it probably you can consider more short term than anything. Oh, so that people understand, you get taxed on short term and long term gains. If you hold something, crypto or stocks or whatever, longer than a year, then like I'm in a tax bracket. I don't know what tax bracket I'm in, but I'm in the tax bracket. I think I don't remember which one. I think it's 21% tax bracket.
Mm-hmm.
That short-term gains are taxed at 21%, long-term are 15 or 23%. Maybe it's 23%. Damn, you want to look it up real fast? Capital gains brackets. I'm curious on what they are, but I think it's 23% and 15%. Capital gains brackets. Oh, okay. Long-term capital gains taxed at 0, 15, or 20, depending on your income and filing status. Short-term capital gains are 10, 12, 22, 24, 32, 35, or 37. For collectibles, the tax rate is 28%. So, depending on how much money you make, depends on your capital gains, right? Short-term is always higher by quite
you could see the minimum for this is 0, the other one's 10, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, that's a smart play to play it out, you know.
Yeah.
That's too safe for me. You know,
That's like me setting up my 401k last year.
Huh?
That's like me setting up my 401k last year. They're like, yeah, do you want to go like more like bonds for your 401k? I'm like, no. I'm like 99%
risk.
Risk.
Because you're young, right?
Right, exactly.
So when I was talking to my financial advisor, he's like, you know, there's like 5 different stages of investing, you know, safe, moderate, you know, aggressive, stuff like that. I don't know.
Max aggressiveness.
I think I don't know which ones they were. There's like 5 of them,
Yeah.
5 different ones. I think there's like one. I think the middle one is growth.
Mm-hmm.
No, out of 1 to 5, 5 being aggressive. I think 4 is growth. 3 is balanced. I think 1 is safe, and I don't know what 2 is. Whatever it may be. When I was setting up our, when I was talking to my financial advisor, he's like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "Max risk, bro. Let's go.
Risk,
don't even. Don't change that for probably ever."
My coworker, when we were having a meeting with our like people that handle our 401k and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, "So, is there an option for me to pick crypto as?"
So that's coming. Actually, if you want to know, the regulations are coming. That
that's why they said no. That there was no regulation.
There was no regulation.
They're like,
so the regulations are changing now, where 401ks can now start buying crypto, investing into crypto.
They even had a explanation on why crypto was bad to invest.
Why was it? Do you know?
I don't remember because it was over a year ago.
Because it's used for the black market. It's because it's too volatile.
It's high volatility. I think
high volatility
is
is the main answer they usually use for crypto. High volatility, which is understandable. I mean, Bitcoin dropped on last Friday. Bitcoin went from 122 grand to 102 grand.
Yeah.
For 102 grand for like a second, where no one even noticed it until you look at the graph and it showed that it went down. It literally did like a
straight line down,
and then bounced right back from 102 to like 104.
Yeah.
And then just kept going from there. I bought the dip for sure. My buddy calls me on Friday and he's like, "Yo," I'm like, "What's up?" And I'm like, he's like, "You watching the market?" I'm like, "The market, not looking too good." And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm
buying.
I'm buying." And I'm like, "Oh, you went shopping?" He's like, "Yeah, I went shopping." I'm like, "I went shopping too." So we went shopping.
And usually, Bitcoin goes down, all the cryptos go down, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's just the correlation that's there. But for all those people out there that are out that do for people that listen to us, which is not that many people, but whoever does listen, if you want to take some advice, buy some Bitcoin. Don't buy anything else. Just Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin or buy even the ETFs that hold Bitcoin. It's volatile. Again, it's volatile, but it's not as volatile as it used to be.
Right.
Like back in the day, you had drops like 30-40% a day.
Right. Now
now you have them like a 10%, which is not that bad.
I mean, realistically, even that Bitcoin drop was 20%.
20 grand.
20%. Even less than 20%. It was like 17%.
Yeah, it was less. Yeah, but it was 20 grand in terms of value.
Correct.
Which is a lot of money if you have let's just say an example, you have 5 Bitcoins, 20 grand per Bitcoin is 100 grand swing within minutes.
Yeah. Right.
So.
But I'm saying, but they don't have. It's not as. I was going to say exponential, but it's not as drastic.
Yeah.
As it was before. I mean, that's still
as it used to be before.
That's a drastic hit.
That is a drastic move.
But it's not as drastic as they used to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Based on percentage, right?
Right.
Based on
percentage-wise, right.
Value-wise, no, but percentage-wise, yes, 100%. It used to be. It was worse way before.
I mean, Bitcoin was 10 grand,
But
a 40% drop is $4,000, right?
Yeah,
To
but-
compare that to 20 is,
to finish off my advice, buy some Bitcoin. Buy it, either buy it for yourself. The best way to buy it is to buy it for yourself on an exchange. Put it in your wallet. Put it in a cold storage, like a USB drive. You're done, and just keep it that way. Don't
got any spare ones, bro?
what?
Cold storage or USBs?
Those I got. Bitcoin I don't. But that's the more technical way of doing it. If you want to be where you kind of see it and everything in terms of in your portfolio and stuff, just buy like IBIT ETFs that basically buy Bitcoin for you. But buy some. We are now, in my opinion, this is not financial advice for anybody, but in my opinion, I think we are entering a hyperinflation in terms of the dollar.
Yeah.
Everything now, I mean, if you look at gold today, the price of gold today is $4,200 now.
Wasn't it like,
It was $2,000 at the beginning of last year,
right? I was gonna
or
say,
$2,200.
I feel like when we started the podcast, gold was at like $2,600 or something like that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Because I actually bought a little bit at that time. But I've had gold for some time before that. A small amount, but an amount. And in the last basically 2 years, it's increased by almost double. Now, that doesn't happen usually in gold unless something else is happening. But the crazy part is that when gold goes up, everything else goes down because all the money's going into gold.
Right.
For the last 2 years, that is not what has been happening. For the last 2 years, money's been going into gold. Gold's been growing. Bitcoin's been growing. Bitcoin and gold now are basically being considered like the same asset, but one's physical, one's digital, right? And obviously different values.
Bitcoin's gonna be the new standard, right, for crypto. Or
Bitcoin is the standard for crypto. Bitcoin is a commodity, like gold now.
Yeah.
People treat it as a commodity. Bitcoin's been going up. Gold's been going up. Stock market's been going up. Metals have been going up. I mean, assets and houses have been. Anything asset related is now going up.
Yeah.
It seems like no matter what's happening, we're on an incline and we're going to just keep going on assets going up while the value of the dollar is going to keep dropping because that's what's happened. We lost 10% of value on the dollar in the last year. And it might continue to keep going that way. And it seems like it is because U.S., not U.S., but the world governments are buying gold left and right.
Right.
And not only gold, they're buying Bitcoin, they're buying assets. I mean, the stock market is at all-time highs since basically Trump's been in office. There was the one crash where he said the tariffs are coming in April, so crash the market. That's when a bunch of people bought because he's like, yo, buy, the stock market's low, buy it now, it'll be worth it. Shit, he was not lying. Because compared to where we are now to where we were when he said that, he knew that it was going to come back. And I'm not saying that he's the one, in charge of all that, making it happen for everybody, but
he has some kind of sway on it.
You got to understand, it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
I think we're at that same word again, inflection point. I think we're at an inflection point where hyperinflation is now raising the value of everything, assets of all sorts, houses, like I said, houses, Bitcoin, gold, cars. Not all cars, but some cars, stocks, everything is going up in value because the dollar is losing its value.
Yep.
And so people who are sitting on dollars should probably get out of them. Have some, obviously.
Right.
Have some because you never know. Something might happen where they're going to be like, we only take US dollars now and that's it. Maybe there's something like that happens. I highly doubt it. Maybe the US dollar will get backed up by gold. That could happen. Maybe by Bitcoin. Who knows? Maybe a mix of both. But if you're not in assets, you should get in them. You should really get into them. Like buy stocks, buy Bitcoin, buy gold, buy silver. Silver's on a freaking tear.
Yeah.
Buy anything that's valuable, that can collect value over time because it seems like that's the direction we're going. Inflation isn't keeping up with what the bank's paying you for holding your cash in the bank.
Right.
The best rate I think you can get is like 4.5%, maybe 5% if you get lucky somewhere. That's not even keeping up with inflation, with real inflation. So, and people are gonna say like, oh, real inflation is like 1%, 2%, whatever the number may be. While it seems like that is the number, it doesn't feel like it.
Right.
I mean, it really does not feel like it. It feels like there's something else going on. I feel like there's a run towards assets. I think if you're not in assets now, you should start getting into them. Start investing into anything and everything. Like I said, this is not financial advice.
I was literally waiting for you to finish.
One day it could be it could flip flop, or all the
Yeah.
assets really go down the drain, and it could be a crash, right? But I don't think that's going to be a long term crash. I don't think that's possible anymore for a long term crash, because the world is so connected, and everything is so digitalized that they're going to continue to make money and keep working. AI is going to find a new way to help you. Give you some pointers on how to invest in certain things or whatever. I mean, it already does that.
Right.
How to build a portfolio for investing with AI. It'll show you. It'll give you examples. Will they work? Well, that's determined to be seen, right?
Right.
We'll see.
Right.
But it's kind of wild, actually, if you think about it. I mean, everything is just so much more expensive.
Yeah.
And it's just because the value is losing, the dollar is losing value.
Right.
Groceries are more expensive, and gas actually seems to be staying pretty stable.
It went down, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
I think that car was like $2.99.
But our bigger problem is going to be energy. Whoever figures out how to make cheap energy is going to be the next trillionaire, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. It's just there's got to be a different way to create energy compared to, you can build nuclear power plants. They're clean, they're safe, they're effective. They make a lot of power. They take 10 years to build.
Yeah. And they have regulations up to wazoo.
Well, that's the problem with 10 years.
Yeah.
You can build a gas plant, like a natural gas plant, probably within 2 to 3 years. And while they're lower, they're lower efficiency, obviously, not by much, but lower efficiency, and they produce less energy. They're stable.
Yeah.
Natural gas, we're like sitting on a minefield, not minefield, but gold, like a I don't know what you want to say. I don't even know what word I'm looking for. But like gold mine. That's what. Jesus. Went a completely different direction. Minefield. I went from minefield to gold mine.
Don't tap that one.
No, don't tap that one. That one's gonna blow up. We're sitting on a gold mine of natural gas.
Yeah.
Natural gas now is being used to power our homes for heat, electric generation stations, Bitcoin mining, cars. I mean, I know of guys that have Bitcoin mine. They're in Bitcoin mining. They have a container in the middle of a field with a gas generator hooked up to a well that's a stranded well. Basically means that there's natural gas there at this well, but it's not feasible to extract in terms of...
It's not worth it.
It's not worth for big companies to invest a lot of money to pull it out of the ground, right?
Gotta find one of those bad boys.
Bro, we would make so much money if we found one of those. Because I know how to do it. I don't have the people who have that connection at the time.
Be walking around with
I don't have the people with connection with people who know about those wells. But natural gas it's efficient. It's pretty clean. It's cleaner than oil. It's cleaner than coal. And I feel like we're gonna probably turn back on our coal generating stations very soon. As in, we shut down a lot of them in the United States of America, coal ones.
Oh, that we're going to reopen them?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's no way.
Drill, baby, drill.
Currently, there is no feasible way for us to keep up with demand for energy compared to generation.
Yeah.
At the current rate we're going, there's no way. No solar, no wind, no nuclear is going to save us for the next few years. And the way AI
in the short term.
You're not in the short term. And the way AI is growing, like I said, that was part of the other conversation. While they're going to get more efficient, they're going to produce more.
Yeah.
Right? Or maybe they won't produce more. Maybe they'll produce the same amount, just more efficient. Who knows? Yeah, but they're going to produce more.
Come on,
100%. It's all about the money, dude.
Yeah, that's it.
And so...
if they make something 100% more efficient, they're just going to double it.
But then they can also... help fix some of the issues with that by, if they make it more efficient, they can probably make it smaller.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I think,
which then would mean that you can actually now regulate out the grid a little bit, because now you can put smaller data centers in places that they would the big data center won't fit.
My thinking,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thinking is, while these companies try to make things more efficient, until then, the usage is going to go up regardless.
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to continue to go up.
So so energy is going to try
Consumption,
to
not usage.
yeah, right.
Consumption.
Consumption is going to go up. So the producers are going to try to think of more efficient ways to do that. So as these guys get more efficient, these guys are going to get more efficient, and that's like in a hypothetical world, right, where everything
good for
goes
both.
right, where everything goes right. They end up producing, these chips or whatever, being more efficient, but at the same time, power producers are making their stuff more efficient,
Yeah.
and everything gets better, right? That's in a
Except
perfect
the consumer.
world, right? That's
Consumer gets wrecked with a higher electric bill, like
Yeah.
people have been in Illinois for the
Yeah,
last couple
yeah.
months.
But I mean that's a perfect world, right?
Yeah.
But I mean that's a perfect world, and
Yeah,
we don't live
100%.
we don't live in one.
That's
so.
why I'm saying like whoever figures out the next wave. I mean, I don't know, is it fusion or fission? I always confuse the two.
Fission.
Fission energy, which is like the sun. The
That might
sun
be
is
fusion.
that might be Search it up. Now it's gonna piss me off because I'm not gonna know exactly difference between fusion and
A fission is in the ground.
I don't think so. Fission versus fusion. Fission versus fusion. There it is. Okay.
Fission involves splitting a large atom like uranium into smaller atoms. Okay.
Releasing energy.
Fusion occurs when two light atomic nuclei like hydrogen combine to form a heavier nucleus. Dude, this computer's bugging right now.
So the sun is what?
Well, fusion
releases more energy per reaction compared to fission, making it potentially more powerful energy source. So it's fusion.
Fusion requires extremely high temperatures and pressure to occur, making it more challenging to control.
So which is the sun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fission can lead to uncontrolled chain reactions, can be dangerous.
Fission can occur at relatively low temperatures.
Nuclear reactors.
No, there it is. Fusion requires conditions similar to those found in stars.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah.
There you go.
So whoever can figure it, and I know they're working on it. There's a bunch of, a lot of...
There's also thermal.
Thermal energy,
geothermal.
Yeah. Geothermal is a very clean source of energy.
Limited, but...
Limited, yeah, but very clean. Yeah, but that also takes time to build.
Yeah.
That's the problem we have right now is the time to build some of the stuff.
Right.
Like,
Well,
SMRs are another thing that are coming. Small
Yeah.
modular reactors. I've talked about this before. Those are basically small nukes.
Yeah.
They're just the size of 1/100th of what a nuclear power plant
That's
looks
probably
like.
a fission. At that point.
No, it's gonna be a fusion.
You ever watch
fission? Yeah, as in nuclear. It's gonna be nuclear.
You ever watch Landman?
No, but I want to watch it.
Landman, he goes and
Probably finds natural gas fuels.
He works in oil.
Yeah.
And he's
they
like,
have oil too and gas.
He goes into this whole thing. He's talking to a lawyer who's like a more liberal-minded person, right? And he's like, oh, you can. And they were passing by a windmill,
I seen
right?
the clip.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't even want to get started about how much oil it takes to build this thing, get it out here, build the concrete that's poured over here, and to have it up, and the maintenance that goes into it every year. And they're like, he's like, the problem isn't that. He's like, and if we were to switch to green producers for energy,
Green energy. Yeah.
he said we don't even have. We don't even have the
battery capacity.
No, not the battery capacity. The infrastructure to get it out to everybody.
That's true because usually these places are in the middle of nowhere,
right?
So you have to run transmission lines and everything. That costs a shit ton of money.
Right. He's
So
like, we're not even capable of being able to get that out to everybody.
Yeah, I've learned so much about energy in the last couple of weeks, dude. Because like I said, basically what I'm doing is I'm starting my own Bitcoin mine.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
You're announcing it finally.
Yes. I'm in the process of starting a self-owned, self-run Bitcoin mine. And there's a lot very similar to what I was talking about previously, like AI companies and stuff like that. I'm at the stepping stone. I'm nowhere near the door.
Right.
I'm a couple
miles back.
Yeah. So I'm in the initial stages of trying to figure that out. So I learned a lot about energy and stuff like that. I always wanted to do this. I've been doing this for a while already, but now I want to do my own thing. So I'm gonna do that. Follow me along. I'll be posting on my Twitter, bro. I'm gonna become famous by becoming a Bitcoin miner.
Your other Twitter? That's funny how many accounts both of us have.
Dude, it's a shit ton.
Dude.
But so I wanted to do that, so I'm gonna do it, right? So I learned a lot about what it requires to set something like that up, dude. We're talking. This is in dollars, like this is like $100, thousands and thousands of dollars to even get this kind of operation up and running. While it's like I said, I'm doing this because I want to try it. I want to see if it makes sense or not. Am I actually going to proceed with running a mine? I'm not sure. I might just. We'll see what route
Set
we
it
take.
up and sell it. Who knows?
Well, who knows? We'll see what route it takes. We'll see how far we even get set up before we actually have an idea of where we stand. Because this could all be where I'm gonna spend 3-4 months trying to figure it out, and then get to the point that it just doesn't make sense. Pull the plug.
It's not financially feasible.
Yeah,
or
lose a couple grand.
Yeah,
couple more than a couple grand. And at least 5 figures for sure, and see if it makes sense or not. So I do want to. There's the risk part of it, right? Like
There's
I'm
also
willing
the
to make
ambition
that
part.
the 100%, right? If it does work out, bro, this could be it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything until it's actually up and running. But I learned a lot about energy and how it's generated, how it travels. The big ass power lines that you see with like on the big the power posts,
Yeah.
like the ones I'm talking, like like multi-stories. Those are carrying like 400,000 volts.
Right.
Now, did you know? Obviously, I mean, I'm sure you understand this part of the physics, but the further something is away, the more power is lost along the way.
Correct.
Right.
Right. It's efficiency.
We run those high voltage power lines running about 400,000 volts, and they run at that voltage because they lose very minimal power.
Right.
So they can be stretched for a long amount of time, a long distance, not time. They can be stretched out for a long distance and lose very little.
Right.
But if they get downgraded, like if they get stepped down to through a transformer, get stepped down to lower voltage,
Probably lose a significant amount.
Yes. So the closer you are to the location that's receiving the power, obviously you have to get from 400,000 volts to you're looking at
220. Right.
220. Let's just say it
right.
would be the base, right? That's a huge step down.
It's a lot of.
But how 220 loses a lot of power short distance, right? Same thing at 110. 400,000 volts can travel for a very long distance, and that's why they're so high voltage.
Right.
That's why they're so high, highly rated for such high voltage, because high voltage can travel much more freely and much more efficiently
than low voltage.
So, just FYI. But I mean, this is some of the stuff I've been learning is crazy. How a transformer works, how much they cost. They cost a shit ton of money.
Shouldn't have sold those ones that you found, huh?
They were not even close to what when you.
No,
not even close. Not even close. What I had, that was a good deal. I'm like I said, I'm a deal maker. I make deals too. I like to buy stuff, sell stuff. I'm a flipper sometimes, depending on what it is.
Guy makes deals. It's not as big as mine.
So yeah, I had a run in with somebody that was closing out a big factory, and they had a bunch of transformers, like dry transformers, basically the ones that are in the box inside the shop. I bought them for like $2,000.
Yeah,
I flipped them for like freaking 20.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't even know what I was really buying.
You just kind of bought
it. Was just a good price.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no freaking way, bro. He's like, I got these 7 or 8 transformers for this, and then 2 compressors, and then I bought the whole bundle for like
$3,000 or something.
$3,000 or some shit, and I'm like, dude, I need to go pick this shit up. And then me being me, I'm like, I did my research, and I'm like, all right, I got this for sale, dude. I made a lot of money on that deal, but that doesn't happen often, right? But you also have to be willing to go make that deal. If someone shows up to you and says, hey, I'll give you all this shit for $3,000, and you're looking at this stuff and you're like,
I don't see
what the hell is it?
Yeah, I don't see the value in it.
What the hell is this? I was buying it for scrap.
Yeah.
That's what I was buying it for.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you know what? If I buy this, there's a lot of copper in this stuff. I can scrap it. It weighs a lot of money. It weighs a lot of.
Right.
It's a lot of weight. I can just scrap it for money. I bought the stuff. I loaded it on a trailer. I brought it home. First of all, I looked at the compressor. I'm like, this fucking compressor's brand new. I'm keeping this sucker. So I kept that one. I sold the other one, and then a bunch of other stuff. And then I looked at the transformers, and I'm like, all right, well, let's look at it and see what these things are worth. I searched up the biggest one that I had when I bought. I looked it up, and then I think the cheapest price I found was like $5,000. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
All right. cleaned it up, checked it out, made sure everything looked good. I mean, I kind of had an idea of how it works. Put it up for sale for freaking $4,000. Boom, sold the next day. I'm like, dude, got my money back. I already made money. We're already golden.
There you go.
But it doesn't always work out that way. It
doesn't always work out, but you also have to do your due diligence when you're doing something like that, right?
Well, yeah, but what due diligence do you have when you looking at Transformers that you know shit about?
That you do your research and you don't sell it for a few $100, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're after the fact, yes, but after the fact is already after the fact. When you're on a spot and someone offers you a good deal and you don't know anything about it, you're like, what do I do?
That's a risk you
risk you take.
You gotta be willing to take, right?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of when he told me about it, I kind of skimmed through real fast Transformers, and that's like $300, $400, $500, and I'm like, okay, so there's some money here.
Right.
I won't lose it.
Maybe I'll make my money back or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the way I thought about it. And then after that fact, I was like, holy shit, I made a lot of money on this thing. But it's that doesn't happen often. He wanted to sell me a diesel generator that was, I think, like, I don't know, I think it was like a 40-cylinder diesel generator.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was a building.
I was gonna say 40 cylinders is huge.
Yeah, dude, it was a huge ass engine.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to buy this? I'll sell it to you for like $30,000. And I was like, bro,
I don't even know how I'm gonna.
I don't even know how I even move this thing. I semi can't take this.
Right.
At least not the way it looks right now.
One whole piece. Yeah.
I don't know what I mean. He's like, oh, I'll give you a good deal. I'm like, dude, how much time do I have? He's like, you have to end the week. I'm like, there's
no
what
way.
the hell?
Yeah.
How am I gonna get this out of here? I don't even know how to even. Does it work? He's like, it works. I'm like, how do you even start this thing? I walked into this big ass control room with a bunch of these lights and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at, man. Forget this. I'm not doing this.
Looking like Homer Simpson.
I felt like Homer Simpson. So it worked out. It was cool. I mean, it doesn't. Sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith and hope for the best. So, but yeah, I mean, buy Bitcoin, buy gold. And basically buy assets.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice, but I mean, I just, for my people out there, I've been, ringing about Bitcoin for a couple of years already.
I think more than that, but.
And those who ended up buying some are probably pretty happy with the purchase.
Yeah.
Same thing with gold. I was beating gold for a while for some time. I got gold for some, friends of mine and they're now very happy with what they invested because they basically double their money.
Yeah.
I think gold's gonna keep going. I think we're going over $5,000 in the next couple of months, maybe even like $5,200. Some people are saying $10,000 for gold an ounce. If the government decides to reevaluate our gold towards towards today's actual value of gold.
You mean dollars?
In dollar terms. The U.S. would be very rich.
Yeah.
They would get a lot of their money, a lot of debt would get wiped out technically. Right now, our gold in our reserves in America is valued at $22 an ounce. Based off of 1971 prices. That's the standard they used since then going forward to today.
Right.
So technically, by standard, it's at $21 an ounce or $22 an ounce. We're at $4,200 an ounce currently. So now imagine if they had to reevaluate that. Or revalue. Not reevaluate, revalue.
That'd be a good thing or a bad thing for us?
Both. It would fucking cause financial chaos in the world. Yeah. Is what that would do. But it would be good for us if we're the number one holder of gold.
Yeah. But I guess but
we're not the only ones.
For the everyday person.
The everyday person, I don't know how it would work out. I mean, if you think about it, how would it work out?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
If gold is used to revalue the dollar, then everyday people it should probably benefit them. Because now your dollar is worth its price in gold.
Right.
Right?
I don't know how that would work.
It would be.
I feel like that's too convoluted for me right now.
I mean, listen. I can no way.
I would need
shape or form tell you what's gonna happen.
I would need to know like at least the basics to even come up with would it be good or not.
Theory if it would be good or not.
Right.
I do know that it would be bad for the world.
Well, my question is like, all right, let's say somebody has a loan, and the value of the dollar goes up or down, that loan amount still stays the same, right?
So it could be good and bad.
Right, but technically your dollar amount is still the same too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just worth more, which doesn't really matter to anybody. If it's still $3 for a gallon of gas, it's still $3.
Well, at that point, you wouldn't be able to print any more money.
Sure.
So that which would make the dollar stronger.
Right. But like, I'm saying if like,
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
right, if the value goes up, but everything's still the same price, it doesn't really change anything.
Maybe it wouldn't change anything on a day-to-day basis.
On a day-to-day.
But I think in a financial
Yeah,
point of view, like
maybe we'd go to like maybe
companies like on the stock market or
maybe like conversion rates would probably get so skewed it'd be
100%,
insane.
100%. There'd be that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would be chaos.
You go to Poland, that'd be rich with like 10
Poland
grand.
has a lot of gold.
Yeah, true.
Poland's been buying a lot of gold for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
They're probably, I think, I want to say number 3 or 4 holder of gold in the world. Look up largest holder of gold in the world. We should probably grok this or AI or what the hell's the name? ChatGPT is ass. Largest. See, they probably even have AI in here, dude. They do have
countries with
largest gold amount of gold reserve. Okay, so we're not even top 10.
Yeah, we're not even top 10.
That's okay. United States is though, so that's us. United States is 8,133,000 tons of gold. Germany has 3,359.
We're 2.5x the next person.
Yeah. Shit. That's a lot of gold. So think about that. That's a lot. Poland's going to be probably in top 20, if I'm not mistaken. They've been buying a lot of gold. China's been buying a lot of gold. But realistically, I mean, what that would do, what I don't know. I really don't know what that would do, how that would work. I mean, definitely would stop
I'm
the
sure
printing.
there is a YouTube video explaining exactly how it would work.
100%. 100%. Dude, there's YouTube videos
I know
for
what I'm going
everything.
to watch it on my home.
YouTube videos for everything. Dude. You can fix freaking cars with YouTube videos, man. But, I mean, we'll see.
I saw a good one. Yesterday, actually, I was showing Alexi and it was like, when you're watching a YouTube video on how to like fix your car, he's like, yeah, so this is the hardest bolt to get out of the car. You guys need to use like a special technique or a special tool to get it out. So we're going to go ahead and try to get it out. And then literally the next scene is like, all right, so we got it out. And it doesn't actually tell you how to get it out.
Those are the best ones, dude.
You're like,
in that time, put the video on pause and figure it out.
Yeah.
Beat it with a hammer. I don't know. Do something what you got to do, man. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, all right, let's lock this up. We're done for the week. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe to our channel. We could use some more subscribers.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
We could use 100 or 200.
I'm going to do some updates here and there about the run and everything. Maybe an update on how the mine's doing. We'll see. We'll see when that time comes for that.
Hey, anybody that's creeping on us, trying to figure out more information on Paul, you're welcome to join us on the podcast.
Hell yeah. We'll talk to anybody who wants to come, dude. If anybody wants to, I got a challenge out there.
I got a good one.
I got a challenge out there for some people.
To bring you.
I know what you're talking about. But if you're on the opposite side of the spectrum,
I'm just kidding.
Right, spectrum is what it is. Political spectrum. I'm a right guy. I ain't all the way to the right, but I'm in the right. If you're on the left, I'd like to talk to you. I'd be curious. We can exchange ideas, talk about it. See. I mean, I was hoping that when I do this run in this campaign, that maybe I can get some of these other people that are running for the position on here. Maybe we can have a conversation, kind of see, what's what, conversation, debate, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we're not running for freaking senators or congressmen or whatever. We're running for
people will still pull out dirty tactics no matter what.
Pull them out. I mean, as I said, multiple times before, and I've said it on here, I think last week, is if I get any further than getting on a ballot, people are probably gonna go through these podcasts and start clipping.
For sure, that's what I'm saying. Anybody that's gotten to this point and is creeping through,
and I don't care.
Yeah,
it's who I am.
Yep.
I got nothing to hide. It's if you don't agree with some of the things I say, or if you don't agree with some of the views I have, that's cool. No, that's cool. Yeah, you can have an opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can I, because we live in America. We live in America where you have freedom of speech and freedom of opinion. You have the right to bear arms, so nobody forgets. We have a constitution that protects our rights as citizens, and if you're a citizen, it is your due diligence, not due diligence, but it is your. What was the word we were using for before? What was the word you were looking for before?
No, I was gonna say. Well, now I'm thinking responsibility.
It is your responsibility in a way, but it is your duty as a citizen to do your job, obligation. Go vote. go, kind of, keep your eyes open to your government, keep your
Yeah.
eyes open to local politics, to school boards and stuff like that. You as a citizen
And you start.
have the ability to make a change.
I was gonna say you have the ability to empower change.
100%.
Right,
And if you get the same kind of people, and like-minded people who stick together and work as a group and as a community and have the same values and principles and maybe thoughts, whatever they are, you can build something small into something very big.
Correct.
And I from the conversations I've had with the people I've talked to recently, people are pumped about it. I'm pumped about it. People are thinking that maybe there's maybe somebody different can have a different perspective, maybe different ideas, whatever. Like I said, I have nothing against people who ran this area till this point. I feel like it's just time for me to make the next step.
Yep.
My ambition is coming out of it's just coming out of me, bro. I can't sometimes put it back.
First you, maybe me next. Who knows?
I mean, who knows, dude? I mean, anybody.
Or maybe somebody else. Somebody else might be inspired to go.
Yeah, dude.
Good for it.
Go for it. Don't be afraid of what people think either, because people can think what they want.
Yep.
Right. People are gonna say stupid shit. Whatever. It is what it is. It's not like they're just words.
Yep.
As long as it doesn't turn into some kind of violence because you said something or whatever, then you can say anything you want. I can't say that. There are certain things that if you cross the line, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
But it would be very hard to get to that point.
Yeah.
It's I'm not saying there's gonna be violence or anything of that sort, but it's like, there's certain lines can't be crossed for certain people. But that's not the point. The point is that we want people to come together from all sides, from all sides of the political spectrum, and work together to keep their community safe, organized, clean,
And discuss.
and discuss your ideas.
Discuss your opinions. Discuss your ideas.
Yeah, don't be afraid to say what you got to say.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to share your ideas.
And be open to conversation.
Yeah, but also be
Don't
logical.
be closed-minded.
Also be logical.
Yeah.
Don't make some dumbass logical suggestions, because there's a lot of those. We just went through 4 years of that shit.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I think people have opened their mind today, and they're like, I think the world's a different place.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just real quick.
Yeah, I think
last year-
I think common sense has made a big comeback.
Yeah,
I think there's still
I
ways to
agree.
go, but
agree.
I think people playing victim doesn't work anymore.
No, hell no. And also calling everybody racist and bigots and
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the hell, that word has literally zero meaning nowadays, because
You guys
guys
ran into
abused
the
it.
ground.
Yeah,
you guys ran into the ground.
I mean, how if you call somebody, if you call a real racist a racist nowadays, people won't really believe you.
Yeah, right. They'll just be like, "Oh yeah, so
Oh,
he's like Republican or something."
Yeah. Fuck. Never mind. All right.
All right.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace out.
See ya. Have a good night. Peace.